This morning we are taking an exclusive look at the Void symbol cards from the upcoming Critical Role Heroes of Exandria booster set. This symbol has been one of my favorites to play this year. I played it at 2 major regionals. It's the ultimate disruption symbol. If you love telling your rival no, you love removing their attacks, canceling their effects, just sending things into the void, so to speak, then this is going to be the symbol for you. Now, before we jump into it, and I'm going to go ultra rares to commons, so I'm not going to leave you waiting to see the good stuff. But this booster set releases March 7th of this year, and I think this is like one of the most highly anticipated Universus products in years. So call up your local game store, ask them if they're going to be carrying this product, see if they're holding a pre-release the week before March 7th. You can also go to play.uvsgames.com and look at the UGN to see if you can find a pre-release happening near you. This is going to be an incredible booster set. Let's get into the Void symbol. Starting off, Sweeping Daggers, ultra rare, 4 difficulty, 5 mid 4, Blitz, remove an attack from your rival's discard pile. This attack gains all abilities, keywords, and keyword ratings printed on that card. All abilities, keywords, and keyword ratings printed on that card. And Blitz, remove a card with Dagger or Dagger in its name from your discard pile. Your rival loses 1 health. Okay, so if you're playing like a Vax Daggers deck, you can like remove a Deception Dagger or a Dagger and force your rival to burn for 1. But that's not what's making this attack so crazy. It's that top Blitz. If your rival's playing like a 4-check tribal deck, like imagine if they're playing a Thermal Blast. And you say, yeah, I'll Blitz, remove the Thermal Blast. I'm still in the Blitz step. So now I'm going to have you flip 5 foundations. And if this attack deals damage, you ruin 13. Or what if we can get double on the removal, right? What if we remove like a Tri-Gravity Beam from them? And then we can Tri-Gravity Beam, look at their hand, and remove an attack from their hand. Or if they're playing like a 4-check tribal, remove unexpected outcomes. And then say, Blitz, show me your hand. I can remove an attack and then copy that attack as this attack, or just simple things like a Walk the Dog, for example. Yeah, I'll remove the Walk the Dog and now I get to draw a card and I get to stun 1. And I get powerful 3. So you can just remove a flow card, that draws something or is doing a little something for you, or you can remove these extremely powerful attacks and just copy everything. And you're doing that as a 4 difficulty attack. So you can easily just copy a 6 difficulty, 7 difficulty, 8 difficulty, attacks, abilities. I'm honestly shocked that this doesn't give a maximum to the difficulty that it can copy. I'm shocked that it's also saying abilities, keywords, and keyword ratings. I feel like it would be good if it only said abilities, or if it only said keywords and keyword ratings. The fact that you're just copying everything is nuts. I've had a pretty good history of the ultra rares that I've been allowed to reveal. About a year ago, I got to reveal Walk the Dog, and I knew that card was nuts as soon as I revealed it. For Attack on Titan 1, I got to reveal Risky Encounter, and I said at the time I revealed it, I think this card could be banned. And sure enough, Risky Encounter has since been banned. If you were asking me, David, what card from the upcoming Critical Role set do you think could end up on the ban and errata list first? I'm going to say Sweeping Daggers, 100% Sweeping Daggers. This is nuts. On all symbols, you're immediately going to be 3xing or 4xing this attack. And the fact that it shares 2 symbols with Tri-Gravity Beam, so that we can go Sweeping Daggers, remove something, Sweeping Daggers, remove something, Tri-Gravity Beam, remove something from their hand. Mill Rodan, I don't think is a meme anymore with Sweeping Daggers. You put Void Rodan, you combine this with Cape of No Return, Tri-Gravity Beam, Genkai's Guidance, Hold Hostage. It's not a meme anymore. We can just remove all of our rivals' attacks and mill them out that way. So spot removal, I think, is going to be very real going forward. But even if you're not trying to do this removal, long-term strategy, just getting to copy your rival's best attack is nuts. Okay, I've spent too long on this attack. Honestly, I can't believe that they're printing this. I can't believe they're printing this. Okay, I got another ultra rare for you to go, and this one's really cool. Gravity Well, 4 difficulty, 4 low 4, mage powerful 4, spell, Blitz. Cards cannot be flipped during this attack. Response, after you play this card, so offense or defense. Foundations cannot be destroyed for the rest of this turn. Your rival may commit 2 foundations to cancel this effect. All right, this one's an interesting one. If you're a mage, then this could be a very good finisher because you're turning off rival foundations that flip or destroy to do their powerful abilities, right? Think of like a broken psyche, for example. Flip, discarded momentum, reduce the damage to 2. Now, because of this blitz, they can no longer play that ability. But also, if you're playing against like a foundation destruction type character, like a Reiner, then that response, you block their first attack with it, and then you say, hey, you're not, we cannot destroy foundations for the rest of this turn. Those that cannot be done, unless you commit 2, which is effectively like a breaker 2, if they want to cancel that effect. So this is a really, really interesting one. It screams sideboard to me, but it's also powerful enough to where I wouldn't be surprised if it's mainboarded. And it feels like one of those attacks that could like go in and out of the meta depending on what are the prominent meta decks at the time. Like, is this response and blitz worth it enough to find mainboard play? That'll be the question. Okay, to our rares. We have Nonagon. I think I just butchered that. I really have no idea how to pronounce this. 3 difficulty, 5 check, response, sacrifice after an attack is played, seal it. Okay, so I'm worried about sweeping daggers, right? I think that this is a crazy pushed attack. Well, they play our sweeping daggers. We sacrifice Nonagon and we say seal it. And now it's just a 5 mid 4 and it's just blank. And that's not going to be an issue to deal with. So I like this powerful defensive foundation. It's 3 difficulty, well costed. Keeping alert. Flip after your rival plays a non-character ability that draws any number of cards. Cancel it. This is what the void symbol loves to do. We tell our rival no. No, you do not get to draw cards. And it's a flip cost instead of a sacrifice cost. I like it. It's going to see some play. Thieving Goblin Bolt. 4 mid, 5 damage, 4 diff. Blitz, flip a foundation. Choose a foundation in your stage and 1 rival foundation. The foundation in your stage gains all abilities on the chosen rival foundation until the end of this turn. So, at the cost of flipping a single foundation, we get to copy our rival's most powerful offensive foundation. We get to copy their Award the Victor, copy their the new number 1, and get like a speed reset in our stage if we're playing against a heavy speed reduction character. And it's just well statted. This is 9 stats on a 4 diff. That's just a little bit over normal. Typically you see a 4-4 on a 4 diff. This is a 4-5, and we're copying the best foundation our rival has. So this one's going to be really dependent on our rival's stage, and it's not going to be the most consistent attack in the world. But from its stats, I could see this finding some play. It's going to be a very funny card when it works. Stabbing Dagger. 3 difficulty, 3 low 3, 1 low block. Blitz, if your rival has 15 or more cards in their discard pile, this attack is +2/+2. Okay, a 5/5 on a 3 diff is very worth it in competitive play. That is, I typically look for, I want the stats of the attack to be greater than 3 times the difficulty of the card. And that tells me that stats alone, this is worth it. So if a 3 diff reaches 9 stats, then that's going to see competitive play. This is reaching 10 stats, and all you have to do is have your rival have 15 cards in their discard pile. That is not a very heavy cost here. And then Thief Blitz, your rival mills cards until they mill an attack. Okay, so Thieves are going to have this kind of mill sub game plan here in Critical Role. Treasure Chest. This is one of my favorite cards from a thematic point of view. 2 difficulty, 2 mid block. Form, sacrifice, make a check against a 7. If you pass, gain 2 health, draw 1 card, and add the top card of your deck to your momentum. Okay, so if you just had an asset where you sacrificed it and you gained 2 health, drew a card, and got a free momentum, that's pretty worth it, I would say. But now you have to check a 7, unless you're a thief, because then you get Thief Enhance. Your checks made for this card's abilities get +1. Now that enhance is not once per turn. So every time we play an attack, we can press, and we're a thief, we can press the Thief Enhance to make it go from checking a 7 to checking a 6 to checking a 5 to checking a 4 to checking a 3. And at the point you're at checking a 3, it's just completely free. I really like its thematicness of like, it's a thief picking the lock, right? Every time you play an attack, you're picking the lock on treasure chest. And then at the end, for free, you pop open the chest and you get your reward. You get your momentum, a card, and gaining 2 health. So I don't know if this is like good enough to see real play, but it's cute. It's cute. Unsavory Morsel, 1 difficulty, 5 check, flip, your rival commits 1 card in their stage with no abilities. Basically flip, commit a face down foundation. For a 1 diff, 2 mid block, it's fine. You know, flip, basically stun 1. That's about what you'd expect for a spam foundation. And if you're a thief, you get breaker 1. Joining the fight, 2 difficulty, 3 low block. Once per turn, if your attack deals damage, remove a card from your rival's discard pile. We're getting even more spot removal from their discard. So these void decks are going to be very, very good at removing all of their rival attacks. When you know that your attack is going to hit, go ahead and press this button. And now we're going to remove something from their discard pile. Thief Enhance. They forgot to color in Thief, but it's not the biggest issue here. If you have dealt damage this turn, your attack gets +1 speed. All right, so your rival wants to block all of your moves. As soon as they don't block something and they take a little bit of damage, all of your things only get faster. So maybe you can get your rival to block your early things that they really shouldn't be blocking, and then you can finish them off. Okay, Fade to Black. 3 difficulty, 4 check. We're into our uncommons here. Response flip, after an attack is played, seal a rival foundation. I'm not really sure that this needed a 4 check. I think it would have been fine as a 5 check, but it's not bad. Seal a rival foundation. Throat Splitter, 5 diff, 5 mid 5, powerful 2. Your rival discards a card. If this attack deals damage, your rival draws a card. Okay. This is going to be nice in those hand ripping strategies. It's not bad. And they're going to have, I can't remember if they're having a promo of this card for regionals or for locals play, but there is a really cool promo version of this card that's going to be available. Suggestive Spell, 6 difficulty, 6 mid 2. If there are 4 or more attacks in your rival's discard pile, this attack gets 6 damage. If there are 10 or more attacks in their discard pile, draw 1 card. So sometimes this is going to be a 6 mid 2. Sometimes it'll be a 6 mid 8, draw 1. When it's a 6 mid 8, draw 1, it's well worth the 6. It's well worth the 6 difficulty. But this is a pretty difficult blitz to get off, right? 10 or more attacks in their discard pile means that they probably have 30 cards in their discard pile. This is going to be a very late game card. I'm not sure it's going to be quite worth it enough in the early game, but I like it. I like the vibe of the card. Infiltrating Zorus? I have no idea how to say that. 1 difficulty action, seal 1 non-character card in each rival stage. You may clear this card from your card pool. So for you could just seal like a face down, right? And so basically this is just saying seal a non-character card in your rival stage. This is going to be really good in like multiplayer formats where you can like seal multiple cards, multiple rival cards with this. You may clear this card from your card pool. I really like the decision that it gives you. So I think Allura has Void, and she gets to like remove actions from her card pool to make momentum. So she would like not want to clear this card from her card pool so that she can turn it into momentum. But other characters might want to clear this from their card pool. Also, some characters get benefits when they're clearing cards from their card pool. A lot of times on a 1 difficulty action, they come with remove costs. But this is coming with a clear effect. And just sealing something for a 1 difficulty action, very, very worth it. This card will see competitive play. Treasure Hunting, definitely not plundering. Form, flip, draw one card, discard a card unless your rival has 15 or more cards in their discard pile. Form, speed, draw is very good, especially for a spam foundation. This is a immediate staple. Scoundrel's Insight, flip after an attack is played. Momentum cannot be spent during this attack. I think this is very good. Very, very good. If your rivals plays like an EX or powerful move that's going to kill you, you can flip this and get out of it. A lot of very powerful abilities are gated by like a single momentum cost. Or if we're playing a powerful attack on our side and our rival has foundations that can blank that attack, but they come with a removal cost, we can stop it there. I think this is also very good. Probably more of a sideboard card, but I could see it mainboarding it. Nimble Thief. Commit. Your rival mills 1. This attack gets minus X speed. X equals the printed block modifier of the milled card. Typically for a spam foundation, you expect a commit for minus 2 speed. So this is going to be commit for minus 2 speed most of the time, but then sometimes it'll be commit for minus 1 speed, which is effectively nothing, right? Because committing for minus 1 speed is as if you just blocked at normal speed and then committed this to pass the check. But sometimes it's going to be commit for like minus 3 speed or minus 4 speed. And then it's going to feel really, really good. So I like the design of this. It seems really fun. I'm not sure it's going to be consistent enough to see competitive play. In competitive play, you want your decks just to be ultra consistent. But this has that D&D dice rolling type feel to it. Cornered Dagger Master. Enhanced commit. This attack gets 2 speed. If a card has entered your rival's discard pile during this attack, it gets 2 damage. So if you're playing this thief game plan of like making your rival mill, then this is enhanced commit for +2/+2. And it's a 2 high block. I think it's pretty well worth it. But you have to always be getting the damage on top of the speed. It's also a weapon foundation. Now, this is an attack that I really like. 4 diff, 1 low block, 4 low 4, add a foundation from your stage turn momentum. Snap momentum. I started playing Universus with My Hero Academia, and in the original Izuku Midoriya deck, there was a card called Velocity Punch that was a 4 difficulty, 4 low 4, add a foundation from your stage turn momentum, and it had a 3 low block modifier. So Goblin Bolt is simply a pushed version of Velocity Punch, where the 3 low block modifier is now a 1 low block modifier, and Velocity Punch SOP competitive play. So Goblin Bolt, I expect to see a lot of competitive play, and it's a common. This is a very, very good common, and it's a ranged weapon. I'm positive that that keyword combination is going to mean something to a lot of characters. Biting Dagger. EX3, 4 mid 4. After you play this card, seal a rival foundation. And it's a 1 mid block. These commons are not messing around. These are very, very good. This will also see competitive play. That's very good. Backstab. 5 high 4. Your rival discards a card. They may flip 2 foundations to cancel this ability. So it's either they discard 1 or they flip 2. Either way, that's pretty good. I don't think that this needed to be understated, right? We would expect like 10 or 11 stats on a 5 diff, and this is only 9 stats. So I think that holds it back a little bit. But for a common, for sealed play, not bad. Not bad at all. And that is going to do it for the Void Symbol and Critical Role Heroes of Exandria. Again, this is releasing March 7th in a local game store near you. Make sure to go and check it out. You are not going to want to miss this set. So, were there any of these cards that you think are extremely competitive? Do you think Sweeping Daggers is as powerful as I'm making it seem and as I'm excited about / worried about? And do you like the design of the Void Symbol overall? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you at Worlds in Orlando in a couple days. Thanks, guys.